Take those off. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to your energy, Pisces. We're going to see what's crack-a-lackin'. Oh yeah, we've decided today is going to be the seasons of the witch, Yule Oracle. And then I'm going to use, I think, the Pots Tarot to get the energy from the Oracle into the reading. I've been painting with oil and I'm getting it everywhere. It's on my cards. I've got Bottle and Mary Jane in my head by Jelly Roll. Maybe someone's drowning in pain with a bottle and Mary Jane. Getting drunk and getting high because they got nowhere else to turn. Give me one more, please. Yeah, no wonder this is, they want to use the Pot Tarot. This has something to do with the relationship. And in my mind, I said relationship. Somebody might have not had a good run of relationships. Whoa. There are, like, all I can see right now is the candles. So we've got 11, 24, 2, and 25. So 24, 25, 11 and 2, and 11 equals 2. 24, 25. Riddle me this, Batman. Okay. Let's see. Falling in love, losing control, connection, partnership. It's a very beautiful card. All right, nice little horse ride in the winter. Love is a beautiful feeling. It makes you giddy, and you see life through the lens of a beautiful optimism and joy. You can experience this love in all areas of your life. You can have a love for a partner and family, but also a creative project, a memento, and of course, love for yourself. You are being guided to find new ways to fall in love with your life. Perhaps now is the time to welcome a new hobby, try a new skill, or seek love by meeting new people. Remain open-minded for love in expected ways and unexpected ways. So it's expected. The thorns of roses rip, open a heart only for thy petals to bleed into thy soul. And then we've got offerings, okay, which is about giving and receiving, okay? It's about I give to you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness. Devotion in exchange for your presence here, I am gifting my essence. So, to be honest, I kind of feel like this is the universe. Like the universe is offering you. They're going to offer you something, okay? And now we've got ornaments. So, offerings with ornaments. Reflection, memories, and intent. So, it's almost like, I don't know, maybe you made an intention to fall in love. And the universe is like, you have to decide where that magic is going to lie, okay? So ornaments. For some, ornaments are more than yearly decorations. They represent traditions, shared memories, and the hope of passing them along to future generations. This fragile little orbs and shapes may only come out once a year, but when they do, they provide small moments of joy to remember, reflect on, and have hope for the future. Take a step back and review your Christmas tree of success. Ornaments guide you to think and reflect on your situation. Is there something you want to continue to put your efforts into? Is there something you wish to see in your life next year, or in the 5 years, or in 10 years? Are you making choices to align? Like ornaments, you have to move things this way and that way until things fall into place. If your situation feels like something you'd like to keep around for years to come, then keep doing it. Trust in the process. If not, you may need to have time for different choices. So it's like the universe is trying to offer you love in some way, right? So if you all of a sudden are like wanting to pick up a new hobby, then the world might just kind of like offer that to you. They might just kind of put it in your view. And all of a sudden you see, I can see clay. I don't know if we're all of a sudden going to work with clay, or I don't know, because then there's candle magic. Finger the spine and caress thy lips, light thy spells spinning from thy grips. So this is about the candles lighting your way. Okay? And especially when things are spiraling out of control. Right? I like to kind of see that as a spiral out of control, whereas like somebody might not be able to find their way, and candles are going to be lit for somebody to find their way. It's like the beacons have been lit. The beacons. That's the Hobbit. No, is that the Lord of the Rings? No, it's Strider. Strider's in the Hobbit. Right? No, he's in the Lord of the Rings. This is something socially mechanical, emotional. Sometimes things are far too critical. That's a Hope's Fall song. This is emotional. That song is about a wedding that goes wrong. Bring out the rum, bring out the rum. I just saw Sagittarius, Temperance. Oh, there's Aquarius. There's Aries. Holy crap, these cards can't wait to talk. I don't know why they're all going in reverse. We're going to fix that. Minus the 2 of joints. Wheel of Fortune. For this Emperor and this Star. Something that starts off small grows. By the light of magic. There's Gemini, the Lovers. Oh. Oh, wow. What an interesting message that I just got in my head. I hope I can replay it the way that was just said. But from the looks of it, okay, 2 people, wow, okay, 2 people have been lined up to meet each other, okay? But it's not something that they cultivated themselves, okay? Like, we had the 9 of Cups, which is the 9 of Bongs, in reverse. So I was like, did these people even wish for this? And they're like, no. Okay, straight up, no. These people did not make this wish to meet, okay? Which is why, honestly, I feel like there's a reason why these came in reverse, and I think it's because it's almost like these people are going to be going kicking and screaming. But then once they come together, right? Once the two cross paths, okay, the world turns. The fucking world turns. Because this has been growing for a long time, okay? So this is, I got the Knight of Buds, okay, which is the Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. So, but it was the Knight in reverse. So it's almost like this has been something that has been so slow moving, but I don't think you knew the seeds that you were sowing. It was all subconscious, right? It was all like almost like in your third eye. It's like I think you manifested this, not even knowing what you were doing. Okay? And clearly so did this emperor. This emperor and this star. The star lights the way for the emperor. So then this tower comes down. And it's like the King of Buds shows up. The King of Pentacles shows up. Like grown up. I don't know if you know this person and they're coming back around again. Because they started small. You might have known them when they didn't have a whole lot of money. And now they got money. Whoa. I just saw something like fly off my shoulder. It was probably a piece of fluff because the fan is right there. But the way that I saw it, it's like something literally just shot off my shoulder. Very weird. Okay, so, yeah, this King of Buds is grown. Okay? That's why they can come together. The Lovers is two different strains that come together. Two people that come together. And I do think that somebody has really transformed, okay? They've taken quite a lot of time to rest, rejuvenate, dream, transform, okay? And then this King of Buds grew his money. So I almost kind of feel like maybe the star is attached with this Scorpio here, this Scorpio energy, this transformation energy, and this King of Buds is attached with this Emperor energy, right? Because it's the same suit. They've taken, like, they started off like this, right? And then they transformed to that. So then they could become this. Right? To me, that's the same person. And because, I mean, think about it, when it started, that Emperor was in reverse. So this person might not have had a good hold of money back in the day, okay? And then this Aquarius energy here, the star, they were in reverse because they were burning out. They had to transform. They had to take a long break, okay? And they had to dream a lot. Okay, this person had to sleep a lot and transform, right? Because, I mean, if you think about it too, you know, the reason why babies sleep so much is because they're growing and it's painful, right? Their little bones are growing and their little bodies are growing and stretching, and that you can imagine how painful that would be. So, because God's not that fucking cruel. He lets the baby sleep. So then while they're sleeping in their little dreamless dreams, I don't know what babies dream, I have no idea, but they can grow. And then they're not in pain, right? So maybe you did a lot of sleeping. So then this transformation wouldn't be so hard on you. It wouldn't hurt you so much. Because, I mean, if you think about it, if you've been a certain way your whole life because of what people did to you, and then all of a sudden the universe says, can you like maybe change like just a little bit so then we can get you to these next group of people? Could you imagine how hard that would be to take in? That the universe is asking you to evolve out of who you are to become somebody else. That is very hard to do. I can't help but look at this. Look at it on the top of this eucalyptus. It has this, look, see that? It has this little baby here. This is the happiest eucalyptus I've ever had my hands on, okay? Let me just tell you. And it's growing a little baby. I have never seen that, and it just happened to show me itself. So I think that that's you. You know, that little small limb came out of something so big. So then this little limb now you have to take care of and nurture and hold on to and protect so that nothing happens to it as it's growing. So I think that's what this whole sleep has been about. And overindulgence, obviously, in marijuana, if you happen to smoke her. If you don't smoke the old MJ, then there is some type of other relaxing activity that you have gotten yourself into, like sleeping, daydreaming, gaming almost, you know, because like gaming kind of puts you into that like third eye kind of mode where you're not in reality anymore. Right? So, what else? Okay. No. Come on. Yeah, see, this emperor definitely, okay, yeah. So this emperor definitely had some type of addiction in the past, and they could have been addicted to spending money. They could have been addicted to some type of substance that kept their money stunted. Okay, which is why when you first met them or when you first crossed paths with them, okay, doesn't necessarily mean in this dimension, this person was a fucking mess. If this isn't you. If this is you, you were a fucking mess. Okay, I don't know how long this was, but you had a huge block. And that block, okay, kept you in this kind of heartbroken energy of not being really able to go anywhere. So I think that's when you found the love for yourself to rise again, okay? And by rising again, you cultivated money. Because as soon as you stopped doing whatever you were addicted to in the past, okay, then you were able to hold on to your money. Right? It's a lot easier to hold on to your money when you're not spending hundreds of dollars on it a day going to an addiction. Okay? So, then this other person, okay, this star, they loved something, okay? They had unconditional loving for something that stabbed them in the back because they hated them. Okay? So this Aquarius has, Aquarian energy, Aquarian Scorpion energy here. You could be a water sign, air sign. This could be you, Pisces. I don't know. They were stabbed in the back by somebody that hated them. Okay? And they had unconditional love for it. So their love just went right out the door. Okay, so I think that this Aquarius had to transform in a way where they had to love themselves. They had to learn what love was. Okay, in a very healthy way. Just like this Emperor had to learn to let addiction go. Because addiction was what was holding them back. Okay? So they had to transform into self-love. Okay? And into attraction. Into attracting love. Right? Because if you're not in the mode of receiving, then you're never going to be able to receive a relationship. Right? You have to realize your role in a relationship and how to receive one if it's coming to you, as opposed to shoot it away because you're not ready. Right? These people are ready, and the universe knows that they're ready. So that's why it's like the universe is kind of saying, be careful what you hold on to, right? Especially if this person does come from the past. The old them is an old them. And if you put that old stunt on them, like, well, you were like this before, this person is going to be like, okay, well, this is never going to go anywhere because you have no idea what it's like to transform your life then. Okay? And to have the past shoved in their face is not going to work either, because people do change, and I'm a product of that. Like, I used to drink all the time. I don't drink at all anymore. I used to fuck around. I don't sleep with anybody anymore. I used to have tons of friends and have this huge social life and not give a fuck about myself. I don't do that anymore. I like spend my Friday nights cooking and making awesome meals for myself. Like last night, I made for my sister and I these stuffed jalapenos, but because they're so hard to make, I kept them kind of like an open face jalapeno and did this like cheese garlic mix in the middle. And then I find other things to do. Right? And that's the thing, is like, you have to choose to love yourself. Right? And if this person's chosen to do awesome things for themselves, then the last thing they're going to want to hear is, oh, you again. Right? Because, oh, you again has massively changed. Right? Which I think you have too. So if you know the ability to change, then you know that other people have the ability to change. Right? Just because somebody hurt you, if this was you, right? Just because you were stabbed in the back by somebody you loved, it doesn't mean that everybody's going to stab you in the back. It doesn't mean that everybody that loves you is going to fuck you over. It means that one person had to show you some type of lesson about how they could stab you in the back even though you love them. Because it doesn't matter. People are like, but I love you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel about somebody. And why does it matter about how they feel about you? If you don't care about them, why does it matter if they care about you? It doesn't, right? You're not just going to get with somebody because they care about you. Yeah, in order to get this connection, it's like these people had to, we also got engagement ring and some type of passion coming through. So it's like, in order for these people to have come together, they had to make healthy choices, or healthier. So if you feel like this is one of you in this, then the universe is like, really try to concentrate on making healthy, happy moves for yourself. So then you can go down the road of meeting somebody who's done the same work as you, just different. Right? Because it's the same type of soul work, but it's different because everybody's different. Everybody's experiences are different. Everybody's pain is different. Everything they went through is different. Even though it could be in the same category, it's still going to be a different story because you're not the same. Right? Although you could have lived very similar paths. So, back to the original message, it seems like you two people anyways, are going to be led straight to one another. And it's because there is beauty there. Very fragile beauty, but beauty. And maybe you guys were together in another lifetime And the universe remembers that. They know the kind of love that you guys have together. And that's the thing, is we all are just reincarnated souls, right? Like, that's all we are. We're just these spirits in these huge meat suits. And we've done this a million times. We just keep going around and around and around in some type of different lifetime, right? So like these we souls, we meet up again. It's what we do. Right? I don't know how, but I know why. It's pretty simple if you ask yourself, right? Of course you got to meet up with people in the past. You got to make sure you're not alone. You got to make sure that you know that there are others that are going through the same things, and like, yeah. This is the season of the witch. Yeah. Bring out your witch and your warlock powers, man. You've got a lot of them. Oh, something just suggested, watch the movie Identity with John Cusack. Pretty sure he's a monster. But it's a pretty cool movie anyways. I own it, so I think I'm going to watch that today for sure. They all get stuck in a hotel, and it's all one man's personality. Has all these different identities. It's a fucking awesome movie, to be honest. I don't know, maybe watch that. You know, maybe having a problem with your identity. You know, maybe this is the Aquarian energy, right? That's transforming in some way, and you don't know how to transform because all these different personalities that come together are all different personalities of people that have helped raise you. So now you have to figure out, okay, well, if I have to transform and I have to start to let things in, okay, I have to get into that receiving mode, then I have to let go of the people who stole so much from me. Because I have to receive now, and they didn't let me receive before because they never gave me anything. And maybe that's what it is too. Maybe you're constantly just used to giving because nobody ever gives to you because you're always in the position of giving. So why would people give to you? They think you're on the top of the mountain all the time. Yeah, well, the top of the mountain people that are doing all the work still deserve to get things handed to them as well, if they're doing work. So, anywho, blessed be to all you beautiful people out there. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I hope this resonates. And if it doesn't, sorry about that. Try another reading. But if it does, rock out with your cock out. And have a great fucking day. Word to your mother.